Right now, a sensor smaller than an AA battery could be stealing power and costing you money every time you fill up. There's no warning light, no error code, just silent performance loss. Shops replace plugs, coils, and fuel pumps, but sometimes the real fix is cleaning one overlooked sensor. In just about 5 minutes, the car feels brand new. We are covering the dirtiest sensors in your engine, and honestly, the worst one comes at the end. Let's start with number 13. Sensor number 13, MAF sensor. It measures the air entering the engine with a heated wire. Dirt, oil vapor, and cheap air filter debris coat that wire and confuse the readings. The result is rough acceleration, poor fuel economy, unstable idle, and sometimes even stalling. Cleaning it is cheap and fast. Sensor number 12, MAP sensor. This sensor reads vacuum pressure in the intake manifold. The sensor usually survives, but a cracked vacuum hose or loose fitting can throw the readings off completely. That can make the engine run rich, waste fuel, and trigger check engine codes. Often, a $5 hose is the real fix. Sensor number 11, that's the oxygen sensor. It's mounted in the exhaust, and its main job is to help the computer keep the air-fuel ratio balanced. When this sensor gets contaminated, it turns slow and lazy, which can lead to poor fuel economy, power loss, and honestly, failed emissions tests. Sometimes, if the contamination is mild, you can actually clean it up a bit. Sensor number 10, that's the TPS, or throttle position sensor. This little guy tells the computer exactly how far you're pressing the gas pedal, but when the internal track wears out, you'll start noticing hesitation, jerking, or even sudden power loss at certain pedal positions. It's a pretty common issue as cars get older. Sensor number 9, the crankshaft position sensor. This sensor keeps track of your engine speed and piston position. If dirt, oil, or metal shavings get in there, the signal can get weak, and you might experience hard starts, stalling, or even the engine dying while you're driving. It's definitely something you want to keep an eye on. Okay, so sensor number 8, that's the camshaft position sensor. It actually works together with the crank sensor to keep your engine's timing accurate. If this sensor gets contaminated, you might notice your engine going into limp mode, idling rough, or even hesitating when you try to accelerate. Now, moving on to sensor number 7, the intake air temperature sensor. This little guy measures the temperature of the air coming into your engine. If it gets dirty, it can cause your engine to run either too rich or too lean, which leads to power loss and, lower fuel economy. Up next is sensor number 6, the engine coolant temperature sensor. This one tells your car's computer just how hot the engine is running. If you've got old coolant or sludge messing with it, your engine could end up running too rich, idling badly, or burning more fuel than it really should. Okay, so, sensor number 5, that's the vehicle speed sensor. This little guy helps control shifting, cruise control, and your speed readings. If it gets dirt or debris on it, you might notice some erratic shifting or speedometer problems that, honestly, can look way worse than they actually are. Sensor number 4, knock sensor. This sensor actually listens for detonation and helps protect the engine. If it gets coated with grime or, installed incorrectly, it might miss real knock or even falsely reduce power. Sensor number 3, oil pressure sensor. This one is, honestly, critical. If sludge blocks it, the sensor might lie about oil pressure and hide a serious engine problem until damage is already happening. Sensor number 2, fuel level sensor. Inside the fuel tank, this float can wear out or get contaminated. Then the gauge starts lying, which can leave you stranded or even damage the fuel pump. Sensor number 1, wiring and connectors. This is the biggest one. Most sensor problems are not actually bad sensors at all. Corroded connectors, loose grounds, and damaged wires create false failures. So, clean the connectors, check the grounds, and inspect the wiring before replacing parts.